Routine by Keki and Daruwalla. The title of this poem shows that the incident described here is one of a routine nature, with nothing extraordinary or exceptional about it. The poem describes a confrontation between a platoon of policemen and a large crowd of agitators. The policemen wore puttees which made them feel that their legs were burning. The helmets which they wore on their heads made them feel that their brains were on fire. As soon as the policemen arrived at the place where the crowd had gathered to agitate and to indulge in violence, some of the members of the crowd standing along the way moved backwards. But this movement has no indication of their being peaceful citizens. From them came words of abuse, which, however, the policemen ignored because they were accustomed to all kinds of filthy abuse from a crowd of agitators bent upon violence. One of the senior policemen who walked side by side with his boss expressed his total disgust with the agitators, who were all young men in their teens. This policeman, by the name of Karam Singh, said that even his children were older than these agitators, who had not yet attained the age of puberty. The young agitators were ready to set fire to the tram cars, but they would have been equally happy if they could burn the policemen themselves. As for the policemen, they already had a feeling that their legs, covered with puttees, were on fire. What actually happened had fully been expected. The happening was merely a routine affair. Such an incident had taken place many times before, and it had therefore been well rehearsed. As the mob did not disperse, the police officer ordered his men to load their guns, and they obeyed. He then pointed his gun towards the crowd and ordered the policemen to fire. As he had fired his gun into the crowd, one of the men in the mob was hit and fell down dead. The policemen, as on past such occasions, had fired only into the air. The salvage squad then arrived and took the dead body to the mortuary for purposes of usual postmortem examination. This squad also took away the tram car which had been burned by the mob. Eventually, the officer and his men marched back to their headquarters. In the evening, one of the leaders of the agitators said on the radio that they were marching forward and would continue to march till they achieved their aim.